Smellong's Poop, the super delicious laxative, presents The Adventures of Sun King. Faster than the speed of light, more powerful than an atomic bomb, able to leap the moon in a single bound.
Look! Up in the sky! It's a comet!
It's a UFO!
No! It's Sun King!
Yes, Sun King. And who, disguised as mild-mannered tabloid reporter Mark Milktit, fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice. It's a bright, sunny day at Cityopolis where we find ourselves within the offices of Capes Confidential, where editor-in-chief and publisher Richard Suckle is holding a meeting with his top reporting staff.
All right, now on to this story about Snakehead, the supervillain that recently escaping from prison. What's on this, and what's the similarities from the last one? Layla?
Well, there was a lot of confusion going on, and based on witness testimony at the site, it involved Night-Night.
Well, I'm sure that Night-Night wouldn't want to break out a criminal. I'm sure Snakehead probably just took advantage of a possible confrontation with Night-Night in order to make good his escape.
Well, and what have you got to back up that theory there, Milktit? Just a gut feeling there, Milktit. Well, that's not gonna cut it, buddy. We're gonna need some sort of reference and sources, so you might want to get to work on that. And by the way, this is a second breakout for Snakehead in less than a month. And as I recall, he had help from some mysterious costume character back then. What was that about?
Apparently, it was some guy we'd never heard of before. He was in tights and a cape, and had a sidekick, but someone, I don't know, Bugman and Critter or something like that?
Bugman and Critter, that's something to look into. There's something there.
Scarab.
What?
His name is Scarlet Scarab and the Crimson Critter.
Snapper Jones, is it? Yeah, listen, buddy, you're just the podcast editor. You edit that.
Oh.
Not me.
Hey, someone's attacking the train station over at Schuster Avenue.
Now, attacking it, is he doing it with superpowers, or...
He's smashing it with his bare hands.
Oh, that's pretty good. But is he wearing a costume?
I don't know. Reports say he's wearing a mask.
Good enough. Get on it, guys.
Oh, well, a superpowered villain destroying a train. No doubt that's gonna lure out Sun King. Oh, I've gotta get there. I haven't seen him in a while. Come on, Bubba, get your camera. Let's go.
Okay, Layla.
Hey, Milktit, you're going the wrong way. The elevator to the lobby's that way.
Sorry, Mr. Suckle. I mean, Dick. I suddenly have to visit the men's room. I'll be right on it as soon as possible.
Oh, man.
And soon, within one of the stalls of the Capes Confidential men's room, Mark Milktit begins to disrobe to reveal his undergarments that are the costume and uniform of Sun King. I've got to act fast. I may only have seconds to lose. But, oh man, look at that. The bottom of my cape it's all wrinkled. That's what happens when you shove it down the back of your pants. Maybe if I heat it up a little. There. Yep. The wrinkles are coming out. All right. Now, to head to action. Let's see where was it? Train station. The Schuster train station, yes. All right, over this window, and it's up, above and beyond. And soon, Sun King soars through the open men's room window out into the city air aloft on his way to Schuster train station. And within mere minutes, he arrives to find a ginormous smoldering crater of where the station used to be. Green snot! I must be a little late here. Massive misery wounded the dead. I can only see who the perpetrator is. Oh, the one who just threw that train car at me must be him.
Well, look who finally showed up. Big golden pussy himself.
You sick monster. All these lives lost, all this destruction, just to get my attention.
What was I supposed to do?
I ain't got your damn phone number.
Well, yeah.
Now you just gonna float around up there like a fairy? Or are you gonna come down here and face me man to man so I can whoop your ass?
Your insults will have no effect on me, mister. And I refuse to lower myself to your level when I can simply finish you off with my Nova Blast. Suddenly, a bright burst of solar energy strikes Sun King's enemy, burning away his outer clothing, revealing a metallic and somewhat familiar body. Reed Scott, under his clothes, he's all metal, and it looks just like the robotic outer coverings of Warhead, but he died in Crepistan.
Yeah, Warhead's dead, but Metalhead ain't. You think you can just burn your problems away with your sick, perverted golden string? Guess again, buddy. I can respond to that in kind.
Suddenly, a compartment opens up within the crotch of Metalhead's metallic body, and out comes forth a stream of black energy, striking Sun King.
Oh, it feels like dark matter. It must be energized dark matter. It's dark energy. Yeah. Oh, no. Brought you down low with the rest of us there, Sun King. Come on now, wake up and look. I want you to see who beat you. You hide behind your little pussy mask, but I ain't gonna hide. Take a good look at the face underneath this helmet, huh? So you'll know who really beat you.
John Poketate.
Yeah. That's right, golden boy.
Hell.
You destroyed my life, now I'm gonna destroy yours.
What?
Totally.
John,
Just lay there in this giant smoking pothole.
John, wait.
Fill it up with the remains of
Listen
that
to me.
train.
No!
Oh,
No, John, don't! Too weak, can't escape! No!
And now, it's time for City News! Starring your anchors, Peter Hungmule and Trixie Turner, Buddy with sports, and Sparky with the weather. And now, here's Peter. Good evening. I'm Peter Hungmule. Trixie is on assignment. Well, our top story is, of course, the horrible devastation at Schuster Station, caused by supervillain that witnesses say referred to himself as Metalhead, and who got into a titanic clash with superhero Sun King, which may, unfortunately, have resulted into Sun King's demise. Though this has been unconfirmed, we now go to the scene with our very own Holden Cox. Holden?
Peter, at this moment, we still have, as of yet, no confirmation on the fate of Sun King or the whereabouts of this Metalhead character. With me is Fire Chief Ash Heap with further details. Fire Chief Heap, any word that you can give us on the whereabouts and possible condition of Sun King?
Well, as with all potential victims, search continues, but in the meantime, we managed to save several civilians from the rubble, including some children. So, it was looking up on that.
Yeah, now, about Sun King, were there any witnesses who might give you an idea of the proper area to concentrate your search for Sun King? And what kind of equipment would you use to guide you to possibly locating where he could be buried under all that rubble?
Well, the scene's very chaotic, what with all the victims we're having to deal with in the immediate circumstance, getting them to a hospital, which, by the way, could use a lot of blood donors for the blood.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Chief. Well, Peter, there you have it. The situation does look grim for America's premier superhero, Sun King, as we've had no word, no sign, and no one quite knows if it's possible to locate him at this time.
Well, thank you, Holden. That was Holden Cox, our man on the scene. A very grim scene, unfortunately. And I'm sure I'm not alone in this, that all the thoughts and prayers of America are united in the hopes for a better outcome for Sun King.
Oh, now look at that. The local news managed to scoop us, Capes Confidential, on our territory. Who's supposed to be on the spot when it comes to stories relating to superheroes? Us, that's who. Oh, man. Oh, here comes Bubba Sutton. Hey, Bubba, well, where's your buddy Layla Lodge? She's supposed to be on the scene and getting us the story quick on the possible death of Sun King.
Well, Mr. Suckle, Layla wasn't feeling well. She went home, She was
Home?
rather overcome with shock and a bit of grief over what apparently happened to Sun King.
Oh, what? That's no excuse. I'm paying her to do work. She better be working on the story from home.
Well, you got to understand. I mean, Sun King saved her life on quite a few occasions, so I think she, has certain feelings for him, and is a bit in a state of fear and maybe even mourning.
Oh, God damn it. What the hell? I'll put someone else on the story. Where the hell's Milk Tit? Is he still in the job? Milk Tit?
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, yeah. Say, Bubba, could you do anything with your flea powers to make sure Sun King was all right? Keep it down, Snapper. Huh? What people don't know that we're secretly the superheroes that we cover here at Keeps Confidential. What if I just go around shouting, "You're really Captain Timely"? Come on. Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
That's part of the reason why I didn't do anything. I didn't have a chance to change costume when I had to deal with, Layla Lott crying and carrying on and everything.
Oh, boy.
So, I had to get her home, make sure she's all right. And then, I got here, but I can't just whisk off. Besides, he probably got out of it and is looking for that metalhead guy anyway. You know how this goes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, let's order some pizza.
Meanwhile, at the apartment home of one Layla Lott.
Oh my God. He can't be gone just like that. He just comes into my life out of nowhere, and then that metal monster just crushes him like that. It's so wrong. Oh, who the hell is that? Oh, jeez. What?
Hello,
John
Layla.
Pokentate?
Yeah, it's me, baby.
But how?
Well, I had some special treatment, and, what can I say? I'm a new man. And I realized I made a mistake. A terrible mistake in pushing you away. You're who I really needed. Just thinking of you helped me to recover, and I knew I had to fight to get you back. And I won't walk away again. I love you. You're
John.
the only woman for me, and I'm here to take you back.
John, this is all rather sudden, and I'm in a bit of a state. You see, Sun King's just been murdered by some supervillain, and now's just not the right time.
Well, let's make time.
John!
The death of Sun King has taught you anything, is that none of us have time to
John.
waste. And besides, he's gone and I'm here and you're alone and you need a man and I'm gonna be that
John, what are you
man
doing?
right for you right now. Come
Oh my
on,
God.
baby. Let's do it right here, right now. Come on. Get a load of this.
What? Oh my God! Get a load of what? Your crotch. It looks like a metal Kindle crotch.
What? It's gone! Damn Rex Rings took my junk!
Meanwhile, back at that giant pile of rubble deep down beneath it all, we find Sun King, barely alive. It's no use. That dark matter energy blast drained me of my strength, and now under these several tons of rubble, with barely any air, I don't know if I can find the strength to, at the least, tunnel my way out. Oh, is this the end of Sun King? Huh? What? What? Whiz-bang! But he died back in our original adventure with the ASS, and yet there he was for a brief moment, Green snot! Am I so close to death I'm seeing ghosts? No, wait. Here, somehow, some way, that strange apparition of what appeared to be Whizbang has somehow nudged some of the debris free to give me a small shaft of sunlight. I can already feel it restoring my strength, but only just. It's risky, but I'll have to use what little energy I have left and the little extra dose of that ray of sunshine in order to try one more massive Nova Blast. It's all very risky and destructive, and if I don't move exactly at the right moment, I could be crushed under the very debris that I moved myself. But time is running out. I've no choice but to go forth with this plan, so I must concentrate now and build up my reserves. And so, with a mighty Nova burst, Sun King is able to blast a ginormous hole through the tons of rubble, and within seconds leap through this massive hole in order to get himself free from his makeshift tomb. Sadly, however, the tons of debris now rains back down over the devastated site of the Schuster train station and rains down on a lot of the rescue workers and survivors. But, oops! Oh, damn it. All that debris is falling down the people below. But I'm still a little too weak. It'll take some time to recharge my batteries. Otherwise, I would have been able to help out with that. I guess I should have tried to think of something else, but damn you, metalhead! Metalhead, yes. I've got to track him down, since there's some rather obvious similarities between his armor and that of Warhead's. I have to conclude that Rex Rain is somehow behind this. But wait, no. The only other person that John Polkentaint would be interested in is Layla. I'd better check on her first and deal with Rain later. And so Sun King flies away and arrives soon at the apartment of Layla Locke. Hello, Layla.
Sun King, you're alive!
Yes, only just. That's the good news, Layla. But I have bad news. I'm afraid your former boyfriend, John Polkentaint, is...
Metalhead, yeah. He was here earlier.
What?
And, well, he tried to get intimate with me, but when he pulled his pants down, he discovered, his junk is gone.
What?
Yeah, well, it appears his body is mostly robot now, and, he flew into a rage, screaming about Rex Rain and charged off shortly before you arrived.
Green snot! My suspicions of Rex Rain's involvement proved to be true.
Oh.
I've half a mind to just let Polkentaint deal with Rex Rain on his own, but Metalhead is a menace I must bring to an end.
Oh, dear.
But with his dark energy powers,
what?
That would mostly be useless. I've got to come up with some sort of protection. Perhaps a lead-lined suit. Where am I going to get that in a hurry?
I don't know.
Say, there's a lot of lead around here, Layla, especially your kitchen.
Wait, what?
I'll have to make use of that immediately. Hang on. And in a blinding flash at super-duper speed, Sun King tears into Layla's kitchen, finding whatever lead materials he can, and again at super speed, and using, of course, his solar powers, is able to melt it and sculpt it into lead armor. There. Hopefully this will provide me enough protection against Metalhead's dark energy weapon.
Yeah, but my kitchen, you've gutted half of my apartment here, Sun King.
Yes, I know, Layla. But you can take some amount of comfort in knowing that it was all in the service of justice. Now I must get to Rex Rain's headquarters as soon as possible to stop Metalhead.
But wait a minute!
Above and beyond! Now we find ourselves at the RexCorp offices of CEO and President of RexCorp, Rex Rain. Listen, man, just relax. I've already taken out the big gun, and more will follow.
Soon you'll be able to continue operations unabated.
Except it turns out Sun King
What-
survived.
What do you mean you just heard Sun King
I
survive?
mean, I just seen him flying around the city on the news.
News report saying he was flying around the city?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What the hell? Suddenly, Rex Rain's office door and several parts of his office wall explodes in the announcement of the arrival of Metalhead. What the hell? Pokentank?
Damn you, Ray!
Damn me! Is this the thanks I get, Pokentank? For giving you a new buddy after your old one got all destroyed by those alien Franks? And then you destroy my property after you fail to get the job done? Sun King's still alive, by the way.
I'll deal with Sun King in due time, Rain, but first I'm gonna deal with you after the double cross you pulled on me.
Double cross? Well, what the hell are you talking about, Pokentank?
All I wanted was to get revenge on Sun King for stealing my woman. But what good is that if I can't ever be with the woman I love when I ain't got no junk?
So you noticed that, huh?
Yeah, Rain, I did.
Well, listen, Pokentank, this is, brand new technology, bold new directions and all that razzmatazz, and, there's things we gotta work through, so in the long run, some adjustments can be made.
Adjustments? You mean you can put it back on?
Put it back on? Oh, no, I can't do that. That was thrown in a bucket of acid. Flushed down the commode.
Oh,
No,
God.
what I had in mind is, part of being able to operate the metalhead body is accessing your brain to its central computer system. So I can basically use the computer programming to reprogram your brain so you're just not interested in things like, sex.
Oh my God. What have I done? You're the one I should be killing, Rex, not Sun King. So I'm gonna correct that right now if it's the last thing I do.
You think so, huh?
What's going
Having a
on?
little trouble there,
I
Pokentank?
can't move.
I guess you've never seen the movie RoboCop, especially the ending. Well, I did. And you see, I learned a little lesson there that I should have applied to Warhead. But anyway, I learned double time thanks to that, and realized that all I had to do was program you with the inability to attack me. I should have included attacking my property as well, but nevertheless, you can't kill me, Metalhead. Because I own you. And once I reprogram you, you'll forget all this romantic nonsense sob story crap and get down to business to killing my enemies. Suddenly, Rex Rain's office ceiling explodes with the arrival of Sun King. Oh, what the hell? Sun King? Is that you? Yes, Rex, it's me. I managed to make myself a suit of armor in order to protect myself from the radiation of the dark energy that you've utilized to fuel this monster you've created. What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Sun King. A likely story. But I'll deal with you later, Rain. Now stand back as I take out your monstrous trash.
Sun King, wait. I was wrong.
It's too late for apologies and excuses, Pokentank.
Damn it, you forced me to use my ultimate power.
Suddenly, Metalhead, who is in reality John Pokentank, lets loose with a dark energy burst. Hell. What's more, it caused the dark energy blast to reflect and feed back onto Metalhead. Oh no! The feedback is causing an overload of the systems. It's gonna explode! Green snot! Well then, I've got to rip that dark matter out of his body and throw it into space. Well, now wait a minute. It's expensive equipment and everything.
Oh, please. I don't want to die. I gotta make amends for what I did.
Listen, Sun King, if the dark matter energy core is cooled down, then it could probably avert the explosion. So how many bags of ice are we talking here, Rex?
Nice. No. Submerging him under a large body of water should more than do the trick.
Oh, all right, I'll just go drop him in the ocean.
Wait,
Well, actually, a
what?
swimming
No,
pool
no.
or... Yeah, all right.
And somewhere soon out over the Atlantic Ocean can be seen Sun King carrying Metalhead.
Sun King, wait. In my current state, I could be trapped at the bottom of the ocean floor forever.
Well, then that'll give you plenty of time to consider all the nastiness you've engaged in recently, Potentate. So long.
No.
There, that's done. Now to deal with Rex Rain.
And soon back at Rex Rain's office.
Yeah, so you see, I'm going to need several tons of concrete to make up the frame here with a stainless steel vault door for the front door to the office. Yeah, so get on that, guys. Sorry to interrupt your renovations, Rain, but I'm afraid you're going to be a little busy with a lengthy prison term before you can deal with this. Prison sentence? Oh, forget it, Golden Boy. There's no way you're going to be able to pin this on me.
There's no doubt in my mind, Rex, that you're responsible for the creation of Metalhead just as you were responsible for the creation of Warhead. After all, you certainly knew how to deal with the overload of Metalhead systems.
Says you, Sun King. After all, that can simply be chalked up to my scientific know-how. Besides, Metalhead attacked me as evidenced by this destruction to my office, so no, it's not gonna fly.
But that's... Oh.
Yeah. By the way, Sun King, you owe me for the destruction to my ceiling.
Forget it, Rain. You'll just have to pay for that out of your own pocket. So, there, I got you on that one.
Will Sun King ever get the better of Rex Rain? Well, perhaps we'll find out in a future episode of The Adventures of Sun King.
The Adventures of Sun King is a Nailsin production. All characters and stories are written and performed by me, Douglas Nelson, with music by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. Smellog's Poop, the super delicious laxative, presents The Adventures of Sun King. Faster than the speed of light, more powerful than an atomic bomb, able to leap the moon in a single bound.
Look! Up in the sky! It's a comet!
It's a UFO!
No! It's Sun King! Yes, Sun King. And who, disguised as mild-mannered tabloid reporter Mark Milktit, fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice. It's a bright, sunshiny day in the city of Cityopolis, where we find ourselves in the offices of Capes Confidential, the world's leading tabloid for the world of superheroes. But little does the publisher and editor-in-chief Richard Suckle know that some of his staff reporters are in reality superheroes themselves, most notably Mark Milktit, who is in reality Sun King, and part-time photographer Bubble Suds, who is in reality the Flea, fastest bug man alive, gather in his office and await further assignment.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
Yeah, come on in, Layla, and shut the door
Yeah,
behind
all right.
you. Yeah. All right, guys, I got a hot news story I need you to investigate to substantiate. Wow, this must be a hot story since you need all three of us to handle it. Yeah,
Well, as long as there's something for me to take pictures of, I'm all in.
Actually, Bubba,
Either one.
yeah, whatever.
Bubba's kind of a nickname. but,
I'm actually gonna require you for this story because you might be more knowledgeable of the background in the hopes of getting details that could substantiate this rumor that I want to pursue.
Oh, you mean this is going to involve my knowledge of veterinary? Because, I'm going to school to study to become a veterinarian.
Well,
So this will be great.
well, no,
We're gonna do stories on super pets or something.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah,
Milk Tit. Bubba, actually, because you're gay, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the gay bar called the Pink Sock. The story centers around that establishment.
What exactly is the rumor, sir?
Well, Layla, it appears that superhero and founding member of the ASS, the American Super Society, Dr. Spectacular, is a closeted homosexual.
What?
Come on, Mr. Suckle. I mean, that's silly. After all, it's well known that Dr. Spectacular is married, in a serious relationship with a fellow ASS member and, American Super Society and superheroine, Moon Maid.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know what? That actually plays into another rumor that we're going to follow up on too at a later date, that being that Sun King and Moon Mage are having an affair behind Dr. Spectacular. It would probably explain Moon Mage herself. I mean, she's not getting it with her so-called boyfriend or husband or whatever the situation is. And she's got to seek it out elsewhere. This could all work out really great for us when we crack open this whole story. Yes, that whole soap opera going on behind the scenes. And think about it. I mean, Sun King and Moon Mage. I mean, talk about your power couple. There's a lot of mileage out of this story.
There's really no evidence to substantiate any of this, Mr. Suckle.
Well, that's your job there, Milk Tit. You got to go and find some amount of leads and evidence that lends credibility to the story. Not necessarily prove it, just enough for, to make it passable for publication.
This is all just shameful, trashy rumors.
We're a tabloid, Layla. Shameful, trashy rumors is our bread and butter.
Well, yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe we're going too far here. I mean, Dr. Spectacular's a hero, and for whatever reason, let's say this rumor turns out to be true. It's his private business, and who are we to meddle in his relationships and what have you?
What the hell's going on here? You idiots act like this is your first day on the job. I mean, come on, we're Cape's Confidential. This is what we deal in. Look, if you've got some problem with it, listen, Dr. Spectacular is supposed to be this superhero. I mean, he's brave enough to take on supervillains and alien invasions and all that razzmatazz. Then, goddammit, he's brave enough to be true to his true self, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you think of the representation angle for the LGBTQIA plus sometimes Y community, he could be serving them and showing, look, a superhero that everyone respects and adores is a gay man. If you got some moral quandaries about our business here, well, you can slap that angle on it for some amount of shielding, like somehow we're heroic too, and exposing the truth. And if he's ashamed of it, well, hey, that's a scandal for himself,
I guess there is a sort of logic to your argument there, Mr. Suckle. But where do we begin?
Well, there's this gay bar. Rumor has it Dr. Spectacular has frequented, called the Pink Sock. It's a pretty well-known establishment within the gay community. And I have sources, people who inform me of this, and I'm sure Bubba here has some of his own, because once you go there, he can point out some regulars who might be more credible witnesses should they have any info and having seen Dr. Spectacular visiting the establishment. So hop to it, guys.
All right, Mr. Suckle.
Damn it, Milk Tit, how many times I gotta remind you? Call me Dick.
Oh, right.
Greetings.
Can this be true? Dr. Spectacular is a homosexual? I never really paid much attention to it. He's quite the powerful superhero. Though Moon Mage does complain about him not being around, I can't lead on that they are actually a married couple, because that might reveal their secret identities, of course. However, it's all very bizarre. I never would have suspected. I mean, just because his specter rod looks like a magic wand that, you know, well, wizards use it. Of course, Tinkerbell has one too. So, and then there's the sort of rainbow colors of his superhero costume, but I'm sure that's all a coincidence. I probably should talk to Zara, who is in reality Moon Mage. But
Man, I gotta say, guys, I'm just not comfortable with this story, you know?
I know, right? I mean, it's totally absurd on the face of it. I mean, what in the world would Sun King want with a woman like Moon Mage? I mean, come on, her butt glows.
Oh.
Why would any man want that?
Yeah, and, you know, the whole thing about Dr. Spectacular being gay and all, I mean...
Oh, that's probably more than likely true. I mean,
What?
he flies around with a fairy wand and in rainbow colors. I mean, why doesn't he just come out already?
Damn it, I've got to find time to get away from the other two, especially Layla, in order to warn Dr. Spectacular. Because, I mean, of course he's gay. I mean, we're having an affair, but if the truth got out, this marriage would be over, but then maybe that would be for the best for the both of us, but no, he'd never forgive me if I didn't help out, so, no, I gotta give him a call.
if Dr. Spectacular is indeed gay, then it's possible that Moon Mage and I could become an actual couple instead of this, you know, the one-night stand here and there. And we could have a true relationship. But what about my feelings for Layla?
Oh my God! What the hell is that?
What do you mean? What?
The sky!
It's
a UFO! It's a UFO!
Holy crap, that thing is bigger than a football stadium.
Greetings, people of the planet Dirt. I, Lord, the Cosmic Collector, have selected your dwelling, this city, to be the representation of your species and culture, to join my collection, so that said species and culture may persevere for all eternity. Prepare yourselves to be collected.
Green Snot! I've got to act fast!
What are you talking about, Mark?
Where did it go?
What go? Would you stop wasting time staring into the clouds? Bubba managed to hail us a cab. Let's go.
Yeah, right there with you. What the hell's going on? Just a second ago, everyone was panicking and staring at that ginormous spaceship hovering over the city. Then there was that flash of light, and now everyone's just acting like everything's normal, as if they never saw it at all. Yet somehow I remember it. I can't risk revealing my secret identity as Sun King. I'll just have to play along with our assignment until I can find a chance to get away and investigate what's going on.
Mark, move your ass!
Sorry, Layla, I'm coming. And so, our 3 tabloid journalists head over to the nightclub known as the Pink Sock, known for its homosexual clientele. It's currently not open, but is making preparations for the night ahead, as Layla asks to speak with the manager. Now listen, honey, I don't feel comfortable sharing my customers' private business to a tabloid reporter.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
Perhaps a couple of Andy Jacksons will, loosen your tongue up a bit.
Oh, well, of course I have standards, but, you know, the economy being what it is, so, yeah, he's here a lot, quite a few times, actually.
Oh, wow, well, has he ever been seen with anyone?
Well, it's a sociable club, honey, of course, but, of interest, I suppose, it's that other superhero guy,
What?
What's he called? Oh, the Flea,
The
I
Flea.
believe, you know, the fast bug man guy. Yeah,
Oh,
that
my
one.
God.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, how do you know? I mean, come on. Anybody can put on a mask and a costume.
Well, okay, I take your point, but I don't know too many people who can climb walls and zip in and out like that guy. And look, to be
damn it.
fair, Dr. Spectacular is always going on about how he's on a case. But, I mean, how many cases involve pink sock, you know?
Right. So,
Damn it.
would any of your staff
Oh,
be
man.
willing to be interviewed?
I gotta
Any
figure
other
out how to
details that we
contact
might have
Dr.
missed so we can get a
Spectacular.
more clear picture of
Hey,
some of the
Mark.
activities that
See if you
involve
can
Dr.
run some
Spectacular here at the
interference
club?
while I step out
Yeah,
to
sure.
warn Dr.
I could
Spectacular
ask
about
them,
what's
but
going
I
on here.
can't,
You mean-
force them to give
you
us
mean
any information that they
You
don't
remember the
feel
spaceship too?
Spaceship?
Right.
What the hell are you
Well,
talking
you know,
about?
just,
No,
really,
man, I'm talking about we
really
gotta
appreciate it, and
warn
of
him
course,
about this attack on his
you know, I got a
privacy.
few more Andy
What?
Jacksons,
Oh,
if that's what it is.
right, that. Sure.
of course,
Whatever, Bubba.
Tips are welcome.
So, Mark, don't you have any input on this investigation we're conducting?
No. I mean, far be it for me to intrude on your skills here, Layla.
Just what the hell was that supposed to
Well,
mean?
nothing, Layla. I was just giving you a compliment.
Right,
I
right.
mean, geez,
Oh, boy.
Wait a
God
minute.
damn it, Mark.
This
You
might
just
be
always
my
like this. You
opportunity
raise your
to
hand
get
to
out
do
of
this.
here and
Don't
become
do
Sun
this.
King to investigate what happened to that UFO.
Well, but if you're gonna just be a bitch about everything, Layla, you know the
Oh, my
story's
God.
yours. I'm out of here.
Good. Just get out.
Oh, honey, it's always the beautiful ones that drive you crazy. But that's because they're kind of crazy themselves. It's just one of those catches in life, you know?
I hated to do that to Layla, but it was the only way for me to make my exit and turn into Sun King. So now it's looking so. What the hell, Dr. Spectacular?
What are you doing here?
Preventing you from ruining my good name, Sun King.
Well, see here
I
now.
had my suspicions about you and my wife, and now
Oh,
I'm pretty
well,
sure they're genuine. It's
well-
not enough that you would steal her from me, but now you've got to ruin my name in the public. Forget it.
Oh, now I
I
would.
always wanted to know if my rod can withstand your belt. We're about to find out.
Your rod?
What? Oh, God damn it! No, not that. My spectral rod, Sun King. Come on.
Oh, right, yeah. No, wait, Dr. Spectacular. Don't do it.
Don't do what, Mark?
What? What the? We're back in front of the confidential building. What's
Mark?
going on?
Mark, are you all right? You don't look so great. I mean, come on. Bubba managed to hail us a cab so we can
What?
get over to the Pink Sock and do the interview.
That's just what we already did. I mean,
Look, Layla, you're right. I'm not feeling so great. Maybe you two should go on without me and try to catch me up later.
Okay, Mark, but you know what happens in this business? You snooze, you lose.
I wasn't exactly lying to Layla. I really do feel quite dizzy.
What the hell's going on? Some sort of time warp that restarts events? Whenever that spacecraft appeared, there's no doubt about it. Some sort of manipulation is afoot. And it's up to Sun King to find out just what the hell's going on.
But first, I've got to change clothes. I'll duck behind this dumpster. There. All set. Now, I know. I'll try to track the location of that UFO by trying to pick up its ion signature. I'll scan the air, but first, I've got to get up there. Up, above and beyond!
And soon, Sun King streaks high above the skyline of Cityopolis, and stopping a moment to hover.
Based on my memory, and if I can trust it, this is where the strange giant alien craft hovered over the city. I'm not really picking up anything. Perhaps if I gave a bit of plasma burst from my sun belt, it could bathe the immediate area, giving off any particular subatomic particles that the craft's radiation may have left behind. However, there is some risk if my energy burst should come into contact with any people that, well, could sterilize them, but, well, it's a risk for the greater good, so here goes.
Yes, I'm definitely picking up an ion trail. It's a lot larger than I expected, even larger than the craft was based on my memory. Yet it seems to encompass the entirety of the city. Something odd about that. I've got to pursue it to its source. As Sun King flies higher and higher, he encounters a strange sensation. Green snot, I'm experiencing some strange sensation. It's unbearable. It's as if I can't go much further. Almost as if there was some barrier in the sky, but wait, it must be some sort of force field. Obviously the work of whatever that creature was that terrorized the people. I've got to go as far as I can. Must get through. So disorienting. Can't quite make out where I am. I should be seeing stars and the moon, but instead I'm seeing what looks to be some sort of technology. I think I'm inside a spaceship. Have I been teleported aboard the alien invaders' craft? I don't know. Wait. What's that? It sounds like some sort of alarm. Green snot! It looks like a swarm of robots pursuing me. Firing upon me. Got to get away. Still too weak from whatever that ordeal was that somehow teleported me here. Barely missed that one. One's getting closer. Gotta take a chance. Got him! Now to toss him at the other. There, gotcha. That'll teach you to mess with Sun King. One got me from behind. Must get away. Not enough power to energize Sunbelt. Losing consciousness.
Holding subject in stasis field. Analysis. Reveals subject to be of Olympican origin. Teleporting subject back to receptacle of Olympic City.
At this, everything fades to black for Sun King. Then he regains consciousness in a new and strange environment. Yet somehow, the environment feels somewhat familiar. What? Where am I? This strange room. And yet, seems somehow familiar.
Well, of course it does, my dear boy. Once you've been in an exam room, well, you've pretty much been in them all.
Wait a minute. Who are you? What is this place?
Oh, dear. Well, as I've already explained, you are in the exam room. And I am, of course, Dr. RX.
Dr. RX? No, I can't say the name rings a bell.
Oh, dear. Perhaps your injuries are more severe than I initially believed. Everyone knows me. Of course, I'm the chief physician and, well, only physician here in our little town of Tamal.
Town of Tamal? There again, I'm afraid I've never heard of that either.
Oh, well, I know Tamal is rather humble by Olympican standards.
Olympican?
But, you know, we make a go of it.
Wait a minute. You mean Olympican as in the planet Olympicus?
Well, of course. Where else? Oh, just a moment. There, the results of your full analysis is in. Well, it seems you suffered some plasma beam impacts. Good dear me. And you possess a force field about you. That's interesting. And green snot. According to this DNA analysis, you share similar DNA structures with almighty Thunderhead.
Thunderhead? Oh, yes. The doorman told me that he is my biological father.
The son of Thunderhead. Praise be to the stars. Has our savior finally arrived to free us from this torment?
Savior? Torment? What are you talking about?
We've been held captive by the cosmic collector, Hordor.
Hordor? That's the alien that approached Cityopolis, so it wasn't an illusion.
Unfortunately, no. Now it all makes sense. You are obviously from another city and another world. I'd heard rumors that Thunderhead had secretly hidden his only son, hiding him from darkness.
Who, what, when, where?
A story for another time. You have to help us, and in by doing so, helping your own city that was captured by the Cosmic Collector. You must get to the power source of his vessel. Once you cancel that out, you'll be able to release us from this eternal prison. For you see, we're kept in a perpetual time loop of a particular day, of the day in which he captured us, for all eternity. But some of us, with certain abilities, are aware of this, while the rest of our citizens are not. Perhaps it's better that way for them. But now that you've come forth, the son of Thunderhead can free us from this prison.
Well, hold on a minute. We're going to have to suss this all out because, look, I'm still in a state of confusion about exactly what's going on. I mean, Hordor's ship was huge, yes, but it's not big enough to hold entire cities in it. I mean, how is he able to do this?
Well, he has the means of molecular compression to reduce the size and digitize it and store all these collection of cities of other civilizations all throughout the galaxy within small receptacles stored within his vessel.
Well, that makes sense.
But nevertheless, there's not enough time to go into all of that. Since you were not meant to be here, even though I'm sure the mistake was because of his drones detecting your DNA being similar to us Olympicans. But nevertheless, you were not acclimated for this environment. It's dangerous for you to be here.
What?
Eventually, you'll explode, possibly
come on.
killing us all.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, well, now that you mentioned it, I do feel kind of feverish and achy. I mean, could that have something to do with it?
What? Oh, well, why didn't you say something sooner?
Well, you wouldn't shut up. I can hardly get a word in edgewise. Besides, you're the doctor.
There is a time you must leave our town in the receptacle that we're trapped within in order to save us from Hordor. You must escape as soon as possible.
Well, how the hell do I do that?
Well, the same manner you escaped the receptacle you came from, I suspect.
Oh, yeah, right. Silly me.
And don't forget to attack the power core of Hordor's vessel.
Yes, but how will I locate that?
It will be within the center of the vessel.
Yeah, I need a little more detail on that.
It's basically a device that has a lot of these, these poles of light with lights going back and forth that seem to serve no other purpose. But anyway, that is the power core.
All right, I'll zero in on that. Now, stand aside. Up, 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 above and beyond. And with that, Sun King streaks skyward once again, and as he climbs ever higher, he begins to feel his feverish symptoms increase. Green snot, starting to feel very ill, and compounded by my condition of apparently not being acclimated to the environment of this world. I also have to experience whatever the effects are of this force field, or the membrane, if you will, of this bizarre receptacle. I don't know if I can get through. I've got to build up all the energy and power I can muster for one massive burst to break free. Green snot! I've managed to escape that receptacle, but this time the blast was even more massive than the previous one. I don't know what happened. Green snot! I've ripped a hole through the hull of the ship. I'm being sucked into outer space.
Right. The ship is still holding intact. I've got to get back to rescue Cityopolis. Got to find their receptacle. And then I guess destroy the power source of the ship. But the whole ship's exploding everywhere. It's as if I somehow set off a chain reaction. Wait a minute. Who was that? Wait, could that be Hordor? It appears he was sitting on the toilet. And he was caught up in the suction into outer space as well. Wait a minute. Of course. The accumulation of methane gas as a result of his, taking a dump must have created the toxic atmosphere ignited by my Nova Blast. And the chain reaction has done the job for me, so I don't have to actually seek out his power source and whatever. But he's going to tell me where Cityopolis is. He's floating away fast. I've got to catch him. And despite the massive use of power, I suddenly feel fully charged. Yet, wait, of course. I'm fully exposed to unfiltered solar radiation out here in space. Therefore, I've more than enough power to take on the likes of this disgusting fat slob. It looks like he's in some sort of carriage device, not unlike one of those scooters you see in the grocery store. But whatever the case may be, I'll certainly outpace it and capture him. Ha! Got you now, you monster! Who are you?
The name's Sun King, mister. I'm a citizen of Cityopolis, the city you just stole, and you'd better give it back, or I'll squeeze your fat carcass until you puke your guts out.
But you don't understand what
I'm afraid you're the one who doesn't understand, Hordor. You'd better give me what I want, or I'll make good on my threat.
All right. It was the most recent one, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, okay. I'll have my drones located. What's left of them.
Good. Make it snappy. And there's another receptacle I'm going to need you to find. The city of Telma.
Till what?
Well, it's more of a small town than city, but anyway, it's a place from the planet Olympicus.
Olympicus? Then you're the anomaly my drones referred to. What are the odds?
I'm about to produce an anomaly in your guts by twisting them into a pretzel if you don't hurry up and give me my cities.
No, no, not that.
What the hell's going on?
Environmental systems are failing. The outer force field with which we're dwelling in is fading. We've only seconds to go before the ship is in full collapse. I've got to restore its integrity before anything else.
Nothing doing. You restore my cities, or I'll turn your guts into a pancake.
Oh, God damn it! Those are not my guts. I suffer from a rare, bizarre condition that caused massive testicular inflammation.
Testicular? Ew! Oh, man! Oh. Uh-oh. Here come the drones again.
They're bringing you the receptacles, as you requested.
There they are. Well, we're all set here, Hordor, but I hope this has been a lesson to you to never return to the vicinity of this space and to leave my people alone. Both of them in this case.
You're a fool, Sun King. I will not be returning here because there will be nothing to return to. As you and yours are doomed.
Oh, give it up, fatty. You're soundly defeated, and yet here you are, still making threats. Pathetic.
I'm not the threat, you idiot, but he is. I was going to save some of your people, for posterity as a part of my ever-growing collection, which you've ruined. But he will come and wipe you all out. It's only a matter of time.
He? He who?
He is known as the Bewitched. Oh no! Oh, somehow the hyperdrive has been activated. The whole ship is going to collapse into a wormhole.
Green snot! I've got to act fast, or I'll be sucked down into that wormhole as well. Ooh, that was a close one. There's the Earth. And there's the property where Cityopolis once stood. I didn't think to investigate on exactly how I'm going to restore it. Let's see, how's this thing work? Oh, wait. There's this button right on the side. I'm just going to have to take a chance and hope that restores the city to its proper place, but I guess if I just aim it, this should work, I guess. Well, here goes nothing. Incredible! Enlarged, almost on contact with the air, and is properly placed. Well, they're probably going to need some repairs here and there, and hopefully the plumbing can reattach and work, but, well, other than that, it looks to be all right. Now I've got to find a place for Telma. Perhaps some desert area? Something like that. It appears the receptacle was damaged. The button is completely smashed up. I don't think it'll work. Oh, well, I guess I can find a place for it in my apartment. Kind of need a new paperweight anyway. And then, hopefully, when I get the time, I'll try to figure out how to restore it. Yeah, well, whatever. And, Dr. Spectacular and all that. Oh, crap. After all this, I need a nap. So I'll deal with all that, tomorrow. Well, there we have it. Gee, I wonder who the big mysterious presence that's coming that Sun King seems to have already forgotten about is. I guess we'll find out perhaps in a future episode of The Adventures of Sun King.
The Adventures of Sun King is a Nailsin production. All characters and stories are written and performed by me, Douglas Nelson, with music by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources.